Welcome, Powerplex sports fans. We are here at Nationals. This is day 3, game 3. The final game of the day for Powerplex. 17 Wheeland. Jaws coming off a 3-set thriller. A fantastic game. If you missed that game, you should go back and watch it. It was some tough points for both teams. Plex getting set to face off against First Alliance 17 Silver in the final game of the day. I haven't looked ahead quite yet to see where this will put us. Have to do some research tonight. In the front court for Plex, we have Ava, Nora, and Maya R. In the back court, sipping on some water, Haley. Brenna checks out, Maya L checks in. Kaylin will head back and await the ball. And we are ready to get this game underway. Oh, not quite yet. I lied. A little premature. Looks like First Alliance is now, lineup's now validated, so we are now ready to get this game underway. Kaylin with the first serve of the first set. Kaylin, deep serve down the middle. First Alliance able to get it up to the outside. They go into the block of Ava. Ava with the block at the net. So Plex will start with the first point here in the first set. Kaylin will head back to serve again. Kaylin, deep serve down the middle. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up their middle. They tip it deep. And that goes a little bit long out of bounds. So Plex with the point. Kaylin back to serve. Plex nursing a 2-point lead right out of the gates. Low serve down the line. Alliance able to get it up to the right side. They hit it through the block. Haley tries to get it up, but it hits the court as it goes backwards. So First Alliance able to get their first point of the set, now getting set to serve. Hard serve down the middle. Haley with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin back sets to Ava on the slide. Goes off the block and out of bounds. Kill for Ava on the right side. 2 in the block. Beautiful angle there. So Maya R checks out. Mia will check in and serve for Plex. Mia deep serve down the middle. Alliance able to get it up. They set up their middle. Hits it through the block. Mia tries to get the dig. Can't come up with it. Alliance working the middle here in the early going of this set. Now getting set to serve. Deep serve down the middle. Maya L pops it up. It goes over. They tip it to the side. And able to get the kill on the overpass. So First Alliance knocks us at 3s. Now getting set to serve again. Hard cross-court serve. Mia tries to get the ball. Can't come up with it. So First Alliance claiming their first lead of the set. Up 1. 4-3 early in this first set. First Alliance still serving. Hard low serve down the middle. Maya L with the pass. Kaylin. Kaylin backs us to Ava. Ava goes down the line. And that is a little bit wide out of bounds. Plex has been unlucky in the first set today. Has found lots of success in set 2 and set 3. Cross-court serve low. Mia trying to get the pass. It goes sideways out of bounds. So Plex down 3 as First Alliance on a run here. Deep serve down the middle. Mayo with the pass to Kalen. Kalen to Nora. Nora tips it deep. First Alliance able to get the cover. They set up there outside. They go roll shot. Mia gets it to Kalen. Kalen to Haley. Haley into the block. First Alliance not able to get it. So a kill for Haley on the outside. The soft Midas touch. As Nora checks out, Brenda checks into the front row. Mayo back to serve. Mayo hard low serve down the middle. First Alliance able to get it up. They tip it over. And no one home for Plex on that tip over. A great decision by the middle of First Alliance, or by the setter of First Alliance. So First Alliance leading by 3, now getting set to serve again. Deep serve to the corner. Haley with the pass. Kalen. Kalen backs us to Ava. Ava goes cross court. First Alliance in trouble. That'll be a kill for Ava on the right side. So Ava will check out. Tessa will check in and head back to serve for Plex. Tessa, hard cross court serve. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up there outside. They go down the line, but that goes long out of bounds. So Plex will get the point. Back to within 1 here in the first. Tessa back to serve again. Tessa cross court serve. A little bit quick on that serve. The up ref had his hand out, but he hadn't given the signal to serve yet. Tessa anxious to get this set back underway. Tessa cross court serve deep. First Alliance pops it high. They set up there outside. He tries to tip it over, but it goes low into the net. So Plex will get the point. We are knotted at 7s here in this first set as Tessa heads back to serve again. Tessa, another cross-court serve. First Alliance able to get it up to their right side hitter. Gets blocked by Haley. Oh, they'll call a lift. So Plex on a little bit of a run. Reclaims a 1-point lead as Tessa heads back to serve again. Short serve cross court just over the net. First Alliance able to get it to their outside. They hit it deep. That's going to be too deep out of bounds. So Plex on the run, pushing the lead back to 2. Tessa with another serve. Tessa, short serve just over the net. Alliance gets it up and over. Kalen to Mael to Haley. Haley goes cross court. First Alliance in trouble. That'll be a kill for Haley on the outside. So Tessa making a living at the service line at the moment with another serve. Tessa deep cross court serve. First Alliance able to get it up. They try to get it set out to their outside, who dives for the ball, but it goes into the net. So Plex with another point. Tessa with another serve. Cross court serve deep. First Alliance able to get it up to their outside. They go tip shot. Brenna tips it, and it goes over the Plex defense and backwards into the court. So First Alliance gets the stop, down 3, now getting set to serve. Deep serve down the middle, Mael with the pass to Kalen. Kalen to Brenna. Brenna over the block. First Alliance able to get it up to their outside. They tip it off the antenna, trying to go down the line. So Plex will get the point. Mia will check out. Maya R will check in as Haley rotates back to serve. Mia and Haley a little too quick on the switch there. So the down ref had to bring Mia back in. Looks like we got things squared away now. Haley deep serve, and that goes just a little too deep out of bounds. So First Alliance with the point, down 3, now getting set to serve. Cross court serve low. Haley with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin backs us to Brenna. Brenna into the block and gets blocked at the net. Tessa tried to get the ball, couldn't come up with it. So First Alliance back to within back to within 2 here with another serve. Cross court serve. Tessa trying to angle that ball back in, but it goes sideways out of bounds. So First Alliance closing the gap down to 1 here midway through this first set. Cross court serve deep. That goes too deep out of bounds. So Plex will get the point as Maya L checks out. Nora checks into the front row. Brenna back to serve. Brenna deep serve down the middle. First Alliance able to get it up. They get it set up there. Outside it goes over. Kaylin comes over on the overpass and hits the line. Beautiful read by Kaylin there. Saw the overpass and just unloaded on it, painting the sideline. Brenna deep serve down the middle. First Alliance able to get it up to their middle. They go cross court. And that set to the middle of First Alliance has been effective here in the first set as Brenna checks out. Maya L checks in. The First Alliance getting set to serve. Low serve down the middle. Maya L pops it up. Kaylin pops it up. Maya R tips it over the block. First Alliance gets it up. They're going to set their right side hitter. Hits it down the line. Maya L with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin to Haley in the back row. Haley goes in the block. Gets her own block. Kaylin gets it to Maya L. Maya L hits it over. First Alliance setting up their offense to the outside. They go cross court. Haley with the dig to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R goes over the block and down. A kill for Maya R on the outside. And a fantastic play by Haley there. Swinging from the back row, getting blocked, and then getting her own blocked. Kaylin, hard low serve. First Alliance able to get it up. Sets up their right side hitter. Hits it cross court. Kaylin gets it up. Maya R hits it up, and then Nora hits it over. First Alliance setting up their offense to the outside. They're going to tip it over the block. Kaylin gets it up. It goes over. First Alliance hits it. Haley gets it to Kaylin. Kaylin, Maya R goes down the line. First Alliance gets to dig. They go to their right side. They hit it too deep out of bounds. Point for Plex. And First Alliance will use their first timeout of the set as Plex leading by 4 as we approach late in this first set. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Kaylin back, ready to serve. Kaylin low serve off the top and over. First Alliance able to get it up to their middle, and again, The middle able to finish the point for First Alliance. So First Alliance down 3, now getting set to serve. Hard serve down the line. Maya R with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R trying to do a roll shot over the net. Can't come up with it. So First Alliance back to within 2 here with another serve. Another hard serve down the line. Maya trying to angle that pass to Kaylin. It goes backwards out of bounds. So First Alliance clawing their way back to within 1. First Alliance hard low serve. Haley able to pop it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R goes into the block and gets blocked at the net. So we are knotted at 16s here in the first. Deep serve. That's going to go too deep, out of bounds. Oh, ball. So Maya R will check out. Liz will check in and head back to serve for Plex. Liz, hard deep serve. First Alliance hits it up and over. Maya R with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin back to Ava. Ava goes cross court. First Alliance hits it up. Able to get it to the middle, who tips it over. Maya L with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin quick sets to Nora. Nora through the block. First Alliance gets the dig. They hit it over. Ava with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin tips it over in 2 and finds the donut of death on the First Alliance side. Beautiful read by Kaylin there. Saw the open court and threw a bullseye. Liz with another serve. Hard low serve just a little bit too low into the net. So First Alliance trailing by 1, now getting set to serve. Deep cross-court serve, Liz with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin back sets to Ava. Ava goes through the block, First Alliance gets the dig. They set up there outside, they go through the block and find a crease on the outside there for the kill. A great swing by the outside of First Alliance. First Alliance now getting set to serve again. First Alliance deep cross-court serve. Liz with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin tips it over. First Alliance in trouble. That will be a kill for Kaylin on a little center chicory. Oh, it didn't clear the net. I apologize. First Alliance got it. They must have called Plex in the net. Deep serve down the middle. Maya with the pop up to Kaylin. Kaylin to Nora. Nora tips it over the block. First Alliance gets it up and over. And they're going to call a lift on First Alliance. So Nora will check out. Brennan checks into the front row as Maya L heads back to serve. We are knotted at 19s here in the first. Maya L cross-court serve. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up their middle on the slide, but the middle trying to poke it over, hits it into the net. So Plex back up 1, first to 20, as Maya L heads back to serve again. Maya L, another hard low serve. First Alliance in trouble. Ace for Maya. Maya, another cross-court serve. First Alliance able to get this one up. They tip it over. Maya with the dig to Kaylin. Kaylin back to Ava. Ava hits a cross-court shot just a little bit wide out of bounds. A really good angle, just a little too much. So First Alliance trailing by 1, now getting set to serve. Hard serve down the line. Haley with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin backs up to Ava. Ava goes roll shot over. First Alliance gets the pancake. They set up for a roll shot over Mael if it did to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna goes cross court, but it goes wide out of bounds. So we are knotted at 21s here in the first. Low serve down the middle. Liz with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Haley. Haley off the block. First Alliance gets it up. It goes over. Liz with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin backs us to Ava. Ava goes cross court deep, and that goes a little bit too long out of bounds. And Plex, now trailing one, will use their first timeout of the set. Plex has been a little bit up and down here in the first set. Seesaw playing really well in stretches, getting a lead, and then struggling a little bit, giving up the lead. Can they make a stop and go on a run to close out this first set? We will find out here in a moment. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. First Alliance with the serve. Deep serve down the middle. Liz with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna off the block and out of bounds. A kill for Brenna in the middle. So Plex not the scores at 22s as Ava checks out. Tessa will check in. Tessa going on a great run in her first trip up to the service line. Tessa, low serve down the line. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up there outside. They go roll shot over. Haley flies to try and get that ball. Can't come up with it. So First Alliance gets it back immediately. Now getting set to serve. Deep serve down the middle. Mael pops it up to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna tips it over and walk. First Alliance covers. They tip it over and two. And Plex caught flat-footed there. So First Alliance now serving for set number one. And Plex will use their second and final timeout of the set. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. First Alliance getting set to serve. Deep serve down the middle. Mael pops it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Haley. Haley goes cross court, catches the sideline or the back baseline. So a kill for Haley in the back row as Liz checks out. Maillard checks in. Haley back to serve. Plex backs against the wall, needing to make a run. And First Alliance will use their second and final timeout. So no more timeouts for either team here in the first. A quick timeout as both teams back out onto the court. Haley back ready to serve. Haley, low serve down the middle. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up there outside. They do a roll shot. Tessa gets it up. Mael gets it up. It goes over, and I'm not sure what happened. But they gave the point to First Alliance. The up ref just told them, go back to your sideline. So First Alliance apparently won that first set 25-23. They must not have given the pancake to Tessa. Called it down. So First Alliance taking the first set. We will have a quick set break and head into set number two. So it's been the theme for today, losing the first set and then doing a reverse sweep. We'll see if that theme carries through here in this game as Plex back out onto the court. In the front court for Plex, we have Nora, Maya R, and Kaylin in the back court, Tessa, Haley, and Brenna. Plex will be on serve receive here in the second set after serving in the first. So Brenna checks out, Maya L checks in, and Plex is ready for serve receive. First Alliance has the ball, and we are ready to get this second set underway. First Alliance with the first serve of the second set. Deep serve down the line. Haley with the pass to Tessa. Tessa out to Maya R. Maya R goes cross court. That's a kill for Maya R on the outside. So Tessa will check out. Ava checks in the front row as Kaylin will head back to serve for Plex. Kaylin serving down the line. First Alliance able to get it up. They tip it over. Maya R gets it up. Ava gets it up. Maya L bumping it deep. First Alliance setting up their offense to the outside. They go into the block of Ava. And Ava with the block on the outside. Ava flying around the court like a libero on that side as Kaylin heads back to serve again. Deep serve down the line. First Alliance able to pop it up. They set up their right side. They go deep. Haley pops it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R goes into the block and gets through the wall. A kill for Maya R on the outside. Kaylin head back to serve again. Kaylin, another cross-court serve low. First Alliance able to get it up to their outside. They go cross-court. Maya L with the dig to Kaylin. Kaylin, quick sets to Nora. Nora tips it over. First Alliance able to get it up. Jostle at the net. Nora hits it, goes off Ava's head, and then backwards out of bounds. So First Alliance will get their first point of the set, down 2, now getting set to serve. First Alliance, deep serve down the middle. Haley pops it up. Maya L setting up Maya R on the outside. Maya R trying to hit an angle shot. Goes a little bit low into the net. So First Alliance only down 1 now with another serve. Hard low serve down the middle. Haley with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin to Ava on the slide. She hits it deep. First Alliance gets the dig. They set up their right side. They go around the block of Maya R. Haley tried to get a hand on it. Couldn't come up with it. So First Alliance knocks us at 3s with another serve. Deep cross-court serve. Haley with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin tips it over. First Alliance gets it up. They bump it over. Nora with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Ava. Ava goes around the block and down. A kill for Ava on the right side. So Maya R will check out. Liz will check in and head back to serve for Plex. Liz, low serve down the line. First Alliance, tight to the net. Gets it to their middle. Liz pops it up. Kaylin gets it back on the court. Haley gets it over. First Alliance, setting up their offense to the middle on the slide. Goes cross court. Kaylin able to get it up to Maya L. Maya L to Haley. Haley goes roll shot over. Finds the open court. Beautiful cover by Plex there. Hustling all over the court. Able to come out on top. With his deep serve, that goes too deep out of bounds. So First Alliance will get the point. Down one, now getting set to serve. Low serve down the middle, Mayael pops it up to Kalen. Kalen quick sets to Nora. Nora hits it through the block. First Alliance able to get that up to their outside. They go cross court. Mayael with the dig to Kalen. Kalen out to Haley. Haley goes cross court. Huge swing. First Alliance gets it up. They have to bump it over. Nora with the pass to Kalen. Kalen out to Haley. Haley goes into the block, gets blocked. Nora able to get it up to Haley. Haley pushes it deep to the corner. Finds the open corner. Kill for Kalen on that second ball. Beautiful moonshot right in the corner. So Mayael back to serve. Mayael cross court serve. First Alliance able to get it up. They're going to set up there outside. Gets a roll shot around the block. Mayael with a dig to Kalen. Kalen back to Ava. Ava goes into the block. Kalen able to get it up to Mayael. Mayael back to Ava. Ava goes roll shot. First Alliance ready for it. It goes over. Brenna gets it. Goes over. First Alliance not ready for it. Hits the net and falls right in front of them. So Plex leading by 3 as Mayael heads back to serve again. Mayael low serve down the middle. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up their middle. Kalen gets it up, but then hits it again. So First Alliance with the point. Now getting set to serve. First Alliance, hard serve down the middle. Liz with the pass to Kalen. Kalen backs us to Ava. Ava goes cross court, but that's a little bit long out of bounds. So First Alliance back to within 1 here in the second. A must-win set for Plex to try and push it to 3. Oh, they're going to call a touch. So Plex will get the point. Low serve. Tessa catches the back baseline. Score for Tessa, or an ace for Tessa. So Tessa will head back to serve again. Tessa, low serve down the line. First Alliance able to get it up to their outside. They go off the block of Kalen and out of bounds. So I have the score as 9-6. The score table has it 9-7. I think they didn't make the switch. They gave the score, and then the score got flipped to Plex, and they didn't do it. So Mayael with the pass to Kalen. Kalen to Brenna. Brenna goes cross court. That's a kill for Brenna. Woo! So Plex leading by 3 as Liz checks out. Mayar checks in. Haley heads back to serve. Haley deep serve down the middle. First Alliance able to get up to their outside. They go in the block of Kalen. Kalen blocks it at the net. They hit it off the block of Brenna and out of bounds. So First Alliance with the point. Now getting set to serve. Low serve. Haley able to get it up to Tessa. Tessa to Mayar. Mayar goes roll shot deep. First Alliance able to get the dig. They set up their right side. Hits it. Blocked by Mayar. First Alliance gets it over, but in full. So Plex with the point. Nora will check out. Brenna rotates back to serve. Mayael checks out. Nora into the middle. Brenna with the serve, low serve. First Alliance able to get it up to their outside. They go around the block. Tessa tries to get the ball, can't come up with it. So First Alliance gets the point. I still have them down 3, but the score table has it down 2. First Alliance getting set to serve. Yep. So the score table says they have it correct. We'll change it to 9-11. First Alliance sets it to their right side, goes down the line, but that is wide out of bounds. So Plex will get the point. Tessa will check out. Ava checks in. Kaylin will head back to serve. Kaylin, low serve down the line. First Alliance able to get it up. They're going to set there outside. They go cross court. Maya L. and Haley unable to come up with it. So First Alliance now serving. Deep serve down the middle. Haley and Maya L. part ways and watch the ball paint the back baseline. A good serve by First Alliance there. And First Alliance back to within 1. Hard cross-court serve off the net and over. A little bit of Irish luck on that roll gives them another ace. And First Alliance knots us at 12s. Cross-court serve, Maya L. pops it up, it goes over. Maya L. tries to jump and get that ball, and Plex in a little bit of a funk now. Trying to fight their way through this as First Alliance gets set to serve again. Deep serve down the middle, Maya L. with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin quick sets to Nora. Nora chips it. It goes over. Nora hits it up, and then Maya L. hits it up. Maya R. hits it over, and First Alliance goes diving to try and get that ball. Can't come up with it. Plex with the point. Maya R. will check out. Mia will check in and serve for Plex. Mia serving down the line. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up their middle. Hits it. Blocked by Ava. First Alliance unable to get it back over. Big block by Ava in the middle to give Plex a 1-point lead. Mia cross-court serve low. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up their outside. They go cross-court. Maya L. gets a hand on it, but it goes backwards out of bounds. A good swing by the outside of First Alliance gets them the point. We are knotted at 14. First Alliance getting set to serve. Cross-court serve. Mia with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin back sets to Ava. Ava goes off the block and out of bounds. A kill for Ava on the right side. So Nora will check out. Brenna checks into the front row as Maya L. will head back to serve. Low cross-court serve. First Alliance gets it up to their outside. They go roll shot. Kaylin able to get it up to Maya L. Maya L. and Haley. Haley goes into the block. Brenna, I think, got a hand on it. Maya L. hits it, and then it goes sideways out of bounds. So First Alliance gets the point, knotting us at 15's now getting set to serve. Deep serve, Mia with the pass to Kalen. Out to Brenna. Brenna hits it over the block. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up there outside. They tip it over. And no one home to cover for that one as First Alliance reclaims a 1-point lead here over the halfway point here in set number 2. Flex needing to claim this set to push it to 3. First Alliance, deep serve down the middle. Mia pops it up. Kalen sets up Haley. Haley goes into the block and gets blocked at the net. So Flex struggling a little bit here on the offense. They will use a timeout to try and rally the troops. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. First Alliance with the serve. Deep serve through the middle. Mia with the pass to Kalen. Kalen quick sets to Brenna. Brenna tips it over. First Alliance with the cover. They set up their right side hitter who tips it over. Maya L tries to get the pancake, unable to come up with it. And First Alliance right now picking apart the Plex defense with tips. First Alliance, deep serve down the middle. Mia gets it up. Maya L gets it up. Brenna bumps it over. First Alliance setting up their offense. Tips it over. Maya L there to Kalen. Kalen back to Ava. Ava hits a roll shot over. Able to sneak it over the net and down for the kill. A beautiful short roll shot by Ava. Ava checks out. Tessa checks in. Will serve for Plex. Tessa low serve down the line. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up there outside. They hit it cross court. Maya with the dig to Kalen. Kalen to Mia. Mia goes over the block, gets blocked. Brenna able to get it to Tessa. Tessa back to Mia. Mia goes into the block, gets blocked again. Brenna to Kalen. Kalen tips it over. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up their outside hitter. Hits a roll shot over. Maya with the pass to Kalen. Kalen out to Haley. Haley goes down the line. First Alliance in trouble. That's a kill for Haley on the outside. So Tessa will head back to serve again. Tessa short serve just over the net. First Alliance able to get it up. They have to bump it over. Tessa with the pass to Kalen. Kalen to Brenna. Brenna hits it over the block and down. A kill for Brenna in the middle. We are knotted at 18s here in the second. Tessa with another serve. Tessa cross court serve. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up their middle. Blocked by Brenna. First Alliance gets it up to their outside. Gets blocked. Tessa gets it up. Kalen gets it back on the court. Maya bumps it deep. First Alliance setting up their offense to the right side. They go cross court. Mia with the dig to Kalen. Kalen to Brenna. Brenna tips it over. First Alliance setting up their offense to the outside. They go down the line. Tessa pops it up. Mia setting up Haley in the outside. Haley hits a roll shot over. First Alliance gets the dig. They set up their middle. Hits it over. Haley hits it back. First Alliance sets up their outside. They go cross court. Maya with the dig to Kalen. Kalen out to Haley. Haley with the roll shot. First Alliance gets the dig. They set up their outside again. They do a tip shot. Brenna with the block. Flex gets the point, reclaiming a 1-point lead here in the second. And First Alliance will use their first timeout of the set. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Tessa back ready to serve. Tessa serving down the line. First Alliance able to pop it up. They're going to set there outside. They go off the fingers and out of bounds. So Finger Hutton on the outside nets them to kill the point and the serve. We are knotted at 19s here in the second. First Alliance getting set to serve. Cross court serve low. Tessa pops it up. Kaylin pops it up to Haley. Haley goes through the block and down. A kill for Haley on the outside. I'm not sure how she stuck it through that wall out on the right side there, able to get it through outside. As Mia checks out, Mayar checks in. Haley back to serve. Haley serving deep to the middle. First Alliance able to get it up to their right side. They go off the block. Haley gets it up, but it goes out of bounds. So First Alliance getting the ball back. Back and forth we go here late in the second as First Alliance gets set to serve. Deep serve. Haley able to pop it up to Kaylin. Kaylin backs us to Ava. Ava goes cross court, but that is wide out of bounds. And First Alliance back up one. First Alliance low serve. Haley able to get it to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R goes over the block. First Alliance gets the big. They set up their right side. They tip it over. And Maya L unable to get the dig. The tips have been effective against Flex here in this game. Several of them in the first and second set will force Flex to take a timeout. As First Alliance is 3 points away from taking the second set and the game. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. First Alliance getting set to serve. Low serve down the line. Haley able to pop it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R goes off the block and backwards. First Alliance gets it up. They push over Tessa with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin pushes it over. First Alliance gets the dig. They hit it over. Maya R with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin pushes it deep to the corner. First Alliance gets the cover. They set their outside hitter. Hits a roll shot deep. Haley goes flying, gets it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R tips it over the block. First Alliance there. They're going to set up their right side hitter who goes off the block, gets blocked at the net. First Alliance gets it up. They push it over. Tessa with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna through the block and down. A kill for Brenna in the middle. So Maya L will check out. Nora checks in the front row as Brenna, after that big swing, will head back to serve. Brenna low serve, hits the net, walks the top of the net forever, and then rolls back to the Plex side. So First Alliance now 2 points away from taking the game. Plex fighting. Cross-court serve. Kaylin with the pass to Tessa. Tessa to Nora. Nora through the block. It comes back over. Tessa to Kaylin. Kaylin, Maya R goes over the block. First Alliance with the big. They set up their middle. Hits it cross-court, but that goes wide out of bounds. So Plex will get the point as Tessa will check out. Ava will check in. Kaylin back to serve. Kaylin serving down the line. First Alliance in trouble. Ace for Kaylin. We are knotted at 23s. Kaylin deep serve down the line. First Alliance gets it up to their outside. Goes down the line. Kaylin able to pop it up to Haley. Haley to Maya R. Maya R goes over the block. First Alliance gets it up to the outside again. They hit the roll shot over Maya with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin backs us to Ava. Ava goes off the fingers and backwards. First Alliance with the big. They set up there outside again. They go into the block of Ava. Ava with the block at the net. And Plex now serving for set number 2. And First Alliance will use their second and final timeout of the set. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Kaylin back ready to serve. Kaylin serving down the line. First Alliance able to pop it up. They set up their right side. They go down the line, and that goes over Maya and down. So we are knotted at 24s here in a must-win set for Plex. First Alliance getting set to serve. Deep serve cross court. Maya L pops it up for Kaylin. Kaylin by Maya R. Maya R goes off the block and backwards. First Alliance gets it up. They're going to set up their right side. Who tips it in the block? Nora blocks it at the net. First Alliance gets it up to the right side again. They tip it deep. Maya L pumps it up to Kaylin. Kaylin to Ava. Ava goes roll shot over. First Alliance hits it backwards out of bounds. Plex serving set point number 2. Maya R will check out. Liz will check in and head back to serve. Liz, low serve down the line. First Alliance hits it up and over. Ava hits it deep and gets the kill. Plex will take this second set 26-24. We will head to a third. So we'll take a quick set break, hit the restroom, get a quick snack, and get ready for some great volleyball coming up shortly. So after the set break in the front court for Plex, we have Nora, Maya R, and Kaylin in the backcourt. Tessa, Haley, Brenna checked out. Maya L checks in. Plex will be on serve receive here in set number 3. This is a quick set, only going to 15, win by 2. First Alliance has the ball, and we are ready to get the second set underway. First Alliance with the first serve of the third set. Deep serve down the middle. Maya L with the pass to Tessa. Tessa out to Maya R. Maya R goes over the block. First Alliance hits it up and over. Maya L with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya goes off the block and backwards. First Alliance gets another dig. They set up the right side. They hit it cross court. Haley pops it up. Kaylin gets it back on the court. Nora bumps it over. First Alliance setting up their offense to the outside. They go cross court. Maya L with a dig to Kaylin. Kaylin to Haley in the back row. Haley hits it deep, and that goes too deep out of bounds. So First Alliance will start with the first point here in the third. Now getting set to serve again. Hard serve cross court. Kaylin pops it up to Tessa. Tessa back to Kaylin. Kaylin with the roll shot. Doesn't clear the net. So Plex down 2-0 early in this third set. The Upper starting to move this game along. Low serve down the middle. Maya L with the pass to Tessa. Tessa to Nora. Nora tips it over. First Alliance able to get it up. They're going to set their outside hitter. Hits it. A roll shot over the block. And down. So Plex in a hole early here. Can't fall behind much more as First Alliance gets set to serve again. Hard low serve down the middle. Haley tries to get the serve, unable to come up with it. And First Alliance on a little bit of a run here. Plex needing a stop. Cross court serve low. Maya L pops it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R goes over the block. First Alliance in trouble. Gets it to their outside. They have to bump it short. It goes over the net. Nora able to get it to Kaylin. Kaylin to Haley. Haley tips it over the block. First Alliance can't cover. So Plex with the point. Haley with the kill from the back row. Kaylin will head back to serve as Tessa checks out. Ava checks it in. Kaylin, short serve down the line. First Alliance able to get it up to their outside. They go cross court. Haley goes flying to try and get that ball. Can't come up with it. So First Alliance gets the ball right back. First Alliance up 4 here as we approach midway through this third set already. First Alliance with the serve. Cross court serve deep. Maya L pops it up to Kaylin. Kaylin to Ava. Ava goes down the line, but that is long out of bounds. And they're going to say it was off the block, so Plex will get the point. Maya R will check out. Liz will check in and serve for Plex. Score. Liz, deep serve down the middle. First Alliance able to pop it up. They're going to set up their outside. It's a roll shot down the line, a little too low in the net. So Plex back to within 2 here as Liz heads back to serve again. Liz, deep serve. First Alliance pops it up high. They set up their outside. They hit it cross court deep, and that was a good shot by the outside of First Alliance, painting the back baseline. So First Alliance up 3 with the serve. First Alliance cross court serve. Liz with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Haley. Haley goes down the line. That's a kill for Haley on the outside. So Nora will check out. Brenna checks into the front row as Maya L heads back to serve. Maya L cross court serve deep. First Alliance able to get it up. They tip it over. Kaylin gets it up, but no one else able to get that second ball. So First Alliance still leading by 3 as we're halfway through this third set. First Alliance with the serve. Cross court serve hard. Haley with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin back sets to Ava. Ava with the roll shot. Cross court. First Alliance gets called in the net. So Plex with the point. Back to within 2 as Ava will check out. Tessa will check in and head back to serve. Tessa low serve. First Alliance hits it up and over. Brenna hits it cross court. First Alliance with the dig. They set it to their outside. They hit it off of Kaylin, off of Tessa, and then out of bounds. So First Alliance back up 3, now getting set to serve as we are halfway through this third set. Serve down the line. Haley pops it up to Maya L. Maya L setting up Haley. Haley tries to push it but goes low in the net. So Plex down 4 needs to take a timeout to try and rally the troops to come back. Can't fall behind anymore here in the third. Not a lot of time left in this third set. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. First Alliance getting set to serve. Cross court serve low. Tessa able to pop it up to Kaylin. Kaylin setting up Haley. Haley with the roll shot over the block. First Alliance able to get the dig. They set up there outside. Who hits it? Blocked by Brenna. First Alliance gets it up to the right side. They tip it over Maya there to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna goes cross court. First Alliance hits it up and they just get it over. Maya gets it to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna tips it deep. First Alliance can't cover. Flex with the point. Another kill for Brenna in the middle. So Liz will check out. Haley, Maya R will check in. Haley back to serve for Plex. Haley low serve. That goes a little too low in the net. So First Alliance getting the ball right back. Still up 4. Flex needing a stop and a run. Hard low serve down the line. Haley with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna tips it deep. First Alliance gets the cover. They set up there outside. They tip it over. Tessa there to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R goes off the block and backwards. First Alliance gets the dig. They set up their right side. They go into the block of Maya R. Maya R with the block on the outside. So Maya L will check out. Nora checks into the front row as Brenna heads back to serve. Brenna, low short serve. First Alliance able to get it up. They're going to set up there outside. They tip it over. Nora hits it into Kaylin. Kaylin can't do anything with it. So Brenna will check out. Maya will check in. First Alliance gets the ball right back. Plex not able to get a run here. Cross court serve. Kaylin pops it up to Tessa. Tessa back to Kaylin. Kaylin goes into the block and then standing out of bounds, hits it backwards. So First Alliance 3 points away from taking this third set and the game. First Alliance with the serve. Deep, short serve down the middle. Mayo with the pass to Tessa. Tessa to Nora. Nora tips it over the block. First Alliance gets it up. They're going to push it over. And they're going to call a double hit on that set. So Plex with the point. Tessa will check out. Ava will check in. Kaylin back to serve. Plex needing a run. Kaylin low serve down the line. First Alliance in trouble. That will be an ace for Plex. So Plex back to within 3 here. Kaylin with another serve. Low serve down the line. First Alliance able to get it up. They're going to step there outside. They go in the block. Nora blocks it at the net. First Alliance to the outside again. Roll shot over. Kaylin able to pop it up to Maya L. Maya L out to Ava. Ava goes roll shot. That goes wide out of bounds. So First Alliance 2 points away. Plex will use a timeout. I am trying to figure out how to arrange things here. Sorry about that, folks. Lost connection to Bluetooth. Trying to adjust the camera and talk at the same time. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. First Alliance set to serve. Hard low serve. Haley able to pop it up, and the up ref was not ready for that serve. So we will redo that serve. First Alliance deep serve. That goes too deep in the middle. So Plex will get the point as Maya R checks out, Mia checks in, and we'll serve for Plex. Low serve down the line, First Alliance hits it up. They're going to set there outside. I realize the camera isn't faced right. I got to fix it. Kaylin Denora gets blocked in the middle, and First Alliance now serving for the game. We're going to go a little bit short here. First Alliance with the serve low to the middle. Maya L with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Ava. Ava goes into the block and it goes out of bounds. Ava tooling the block on the right side. So Plex backs against the wall as Nora checks out. Brenna checks in the middle. Maya L back to serve. And First Alliance will use a timeout. Looking for 1 point. Plex needing a run. Can't give up anything else. After the timeout, Plex back out onto the court. First Alliance taking their time. Well, deep serve. First Alliance able to get it up. They set up their right side. They go through the block and down, and First Alliance will win the third set 15-11. So Plex will drop this game in 3 sets. That'll do it for today. We'll be back in action tomorrow. Reach out to loved ones.